Hi guys, this is Michael Glockner for video number 8. Wow, I can't believe 8 already. I should say Roxy over there in the corner. Hi Rox, go back to sleep, okay? Alright, so you know when I do these videos, they're unscripted for the most part, 90% not, I don't even know what I'm going to say. I just speak off the top of my head through my heart. And the main, absolutely, two reasons for these videos. One is so that my kids have something to look back on and get to see how crazy their dad was. And for you guys to open your hearts, to open your minds, open your heart, and take it all in and just use your own brain. And whatever I say, you don't have to believe. All I'm asking you is to keep an open mind and really think about certain things. Some of the things I tell you are controversial, and they are, but I'm on a different level in this journey of my life. Okay, after 8 years of studying myself and studying stuff and controversies, I've come to a lot of strange conclusions, and it's working for me. Okay. All right. So, something happened in the last couple weeks. I don't know. In the last few videos, you may have noticed, I've got a couple more spots on my skin, especially on my face, and I've had several different cancer spots on my skin, and I've had approximately 8 cancer tumors removed by by me keeping a solid look on my body constantly. I'm aware. I look at things and I analyze them and see if it's something that I should bring to the attention of my dermatologist or not. So I have a couple new spots. I have one here and then one on the end of my nose here that you can see it's all red, okay? These two spots have been bleeding when I come out of the shower for the last couple months, okay? And I've let my doctors, a couple of them, look at them. They didn't know what to think at first, and so it's gotten to the point where the doctor, the surgeon who took out my tumors, I brought it to his attention, and he told me I needed to see a specialist, a dermatologist. So that specializes in this kind of work. It's not exactly a plastic surgery, but I've had plastic surgery before. I had this top eyelid is pigskin. The whole eyelid was removed because it was full of cancer, and they were scared at the time that it was going to go behind my eyeball. So during the surgery that I had, they checked, and thank goodness it was not behind my eyeball. So I got it by looking in a 5 times mirror that blows up your face. I saw a tiny little hair growing out. I thought it was a hair, but it wasn't. It was a black stem. I know it sounds nasty and gross. I actually cut it off a few times. It hurt to cut it. It would grow back, and then that's how I found out it was cancer. I went to the doctor and they did a biopsy. So, and I've had a tumor removed here on the side of my nose. So when I look in the camera, this nostril is more collapsed than the other nostril. Gross, I know, but just so you know that I'm always looking at myself. The the first thing when I went to the dermatologist, and this happens to 90% of the doctors I go to. When I went to the dermatologist, he said it's probably due to your HIV, and I chuckle inside because it's bullshit. Okay, they always want to blame HIV for everything that happens to me. HIV is their go-to. HIV is their answer. Yes, I have HIV. Yes, I have AIDS, but that doesn't cause the kind of skin cancer that I'm getting. I'm getting it from the sun. Okay, any man or woman who's my age that grew up in the 50s and the 60s and the 70s and laid out on the beach, the only kind of suntan lotion that we even had back in the day was called Coppertone. And that was nothing really, especially what they have out in today's world. But Coppertone, if a guy put a Coppertone on, you were a wuss. You didn't put sunscreen on. I mean, we used baby oil and we baked out in the sun for hours on end and really damaged our skin, but we didn't know back in the day. We didn't know all that stuff was going to affect us later on down in life. So I challenged this doctor. I mean, anybody my age, it doesn't matter if you have HIV or not. So stop talking about it like that. But anyway, I said to him, when he kept trying to blame the HIV, I said, you know what? I said, my T cells are good. They're at 686 right now. I have a 0% viral load going on. And he said to me, his exact words, I don't even know what those numbers mean. And I said, exactly. You don't know what those numbers mean, so how can you blame it on HIV? Well, HIV lowers your immune system and things attack your body. Yes, that's true. That's true, but not in this case. This is a skin disease. So then he looked at me through these magnifying glasses that had lights on it and stuff, and he seemed to know his area of business. He seemed to know what he was doing. He looked at them and he said, they bleed, huh? And I said, yeah, they bleed. They bleed when I come out of the shower every single time. And he goes, how do you stop it? He goes, do you put any kind of medicine on it? And I said, well, they prescribed some ointment stuff, but it doesn't work. He goes, well, what do you do? And I said, I put coconut oil and baking soda. I mix it part one to part one, and I mix it together, and I make a paste. And he looked at me. I have to chuckle because he looked at me like I had a third fucking eyeball. Okay, like I had a third eye. He was like, he goes, what? And I said, yeah. I said, it works. He goes, coconut oil and baking soda. That's not good. I said, well, it's good for your skin and it works. And the baking soda actually helps. It fizzles and you can feel it burn a little bit. It helps not let it grow as fast. And I actually have taken away spots on me from the baking soda and coconut oil. I didn't go that far with him because he wasn't going to listen to me anyway at that point. So he said he started to laugh at me, and I laughed right back at him. I let him know that I'm not playing the game. I said, you can laugh all you want. I'm actually laughing at you because I'm doing something that works. And you want me to put an ointment on there that it just bleeds right through. I said, that doesn't work. So he changed the subject and he looked at it a little bit closer, and he came to the conclusion that really doesn't want to perform surgery here or here because I could lose part of my nose and I would maybe have a little hole in here that may not fill up right. So there's a new cream that came out I've heard about it already because I do so much reading, that will burn it over a 2-week time. So I'm going to start using it as soon as they get it approved through my insurance, which I've already got the call that they did. So I'll be getting it. And so I'll treat myself from home, but it's going to scar. It's going to make a lot of marks. So I may skip 1 or 2 videos in the future here until it heals. And we'll see. We'll see how bad it burns, okay? I just want to give you an update on that. All my other cancer tumors and things, cancerous tumors, are on my arms, my back, a couple on my back, and my chest area. But other than that, I'm doing good. Okay, so going back on the nutrition real fast, there's just too much, and it's impossible for me to tell you absolutely everything I do. But since we're talking about skin cancer and cancers itself a little bit, I'm going to show you something that I do religiously for the last good 3 years. And it's because, let me see, here's my Ducati shirt today. Okay, cool. Because when you do have HIV, you have thousands and more times risk of getting a cancer than a person that doesn't have HIV. That's a fact. So cancer mixes with HIV quite well. It depends on what your viral load is and your T cells, of course. But one of the main things I do is this, and this is apricot kernels, apricot seeds. The best thing to do is to Google this. It's vitamin B17, which was banned in the United States, and this is where you get the B17 from. The B17 was banned because of the FDA. Two doctors found out that this stopped cancer in its tracks, actually killed cancer cells, and prevented a lot of different cancers. Breast cancer, ovarian, cervix, there's quite a few cancers that it does stop. But they don't want us to know, so they banned it from the United States. So you cannot find vitamin B17 anywhere. So this is how you get your vitamin B17, okay? When you Google it and it says apricotseeds.gov, move on. Don't even look at that, because they will say this is dangerous and this will kill you. That's exactly what they say. And I've been on it for 3 to 4 years now, okay? It does not kill you. You have to regulate the amount that you use, though. The main ingredient in that, and I'm going to read it because I'll spell it to you. I can't pronounce it right. Laetrile. Anyway, it's Laetrile. That is the main ingredient, and that's what the FDA has banned in the United States. You can get it in other parts of the world, and if you don't have any cancers in your body and you just want to build a resistance and keep it up, you want to take about 15 to 16 kernels a day. You can, if you do have a cancer, say you have breast cancer, or lymph node cancer, or any kind, prostate, or you want to take at least 40 a day. And how you take them and how I do it is quite easy. At first I was chopping them up with a hammer, taking forever and quite messy. And then you can actually put them in your mouth and chew on them whole, but it takes you forever. And they're not bad tasting. They're just kind of dry, like outside of a nutshell or something. But I put them in my blender for my protein drink and mix them in there every morning. So I'm doing 15 to 16 a day. I have no reason to up it at this point, because my skin cancer has nothing to do with HIV yet, okay? I say yet because my numbers are good and hopefully they'll stay there. I do everything possible to keep my numbers there. Oh gosh, I forgot what I was going to say about the apricot seeds. But please, you can get them through Amazon. Sorry, you can get them through Amazon. There's other websites too that you can get them through, but that's how I get them. Okay, going on to your eating habits, and we're going to touch on a little bit on anything out of a box or a can. Just remember, that's crap. There's nothing in a box or a can that could be healthy for you. And we're all about preventing other illnesses and things. Please don't eat out of a box or a can. I know it's hard. I know it's inconvenient to do everything fresh and raw and do it the right way. I understand time and stuff, but you might as well not eat. Don't eat. Have a glass of water. Have 2 glasses of water. Drink a glass of almond milk. Put something in your stomach, but don't put that box shit in your stomach and all the bad stuff that's in it. Not doing any good for you at all. If I'm watching television and I see one of those effing commercials that's promoting a weight loss company with the movie star standing there, I've lost 50 pounds in 3 months and I've done this, and it's all crap, it's all bullshit, and they sell it to the public how easy it is. You know how bad it is for your health? They don't talk about that part, do they? They never talk about the health-wise. So the word diet itself is just wrong. There's no such thing as a diet. Diet's a phase. Diet's a cliche. You want to lose weight, you have to eat right. You have to change your eating habits. It has nothing to do with diet. Diets fail constantly. Diets never, ever, ever work, okay? And it's unhealthy to be on a diet. You need to change your eating habits. I know everybody actually knows that deep down inside, but getting yourself to actually do it is the hard part. Totally is the hard part. And that's where your strength and your inner strength and your desire to love yourself as a human being and be careful what you put in your body. That's the only way that you're going to get through it. I also eat by my blood type. Okay, I'm O positive. If you don't know your blood type, get to know your blood type. Find out. It's easy. They sell us kits at the pharmacies. You can do it yourself if your doctor doesn't have it on your file. But O positive is hey, sorry guys. Shh. Quiet, you guys. My dogs are barking, as you can hear them. So the eating by your blood type. There's a few websites that you can go to, but just Google that. Eating by your blood type. Do not, again, if bloodtype.gov comes up, erase it, go buy it, go pass it, and find an alternative site. And those will be the truthful ones. That probably, eating by my blood type, I want to, there's so many things that have worked on me, and I do want to say that's one of the main ones that I felt a difference, a real difference. I picked up my energy, my train of thought was better. I lost weight naturally, not by dieting, but by eating by my blood type. Okay, every week, I think from now on, after I continue, after I have this little thing whacked off and this burned off by myself, then I'll continue bringing one item, a video to show you what I do. But everything's tailor-made to an individual. Not everything works on the same person. So this is why it's hard. You can't just say, let me write out my program and you guys are all going to be fine. That doesn't work like that, okay? So you just got to learn that you are going to fail sometimes in trying new things. Failing is learning, though, okay? A lot of people talk to me about how come I don't promote charities and things like that, and how come I don't march, and how come I don't try to raise money for the AIDS Foundation and do cancer drives and do all this, because it's bullshit, guys. There's some harsh reality in the next few words I'm going to say, and you can believe me or not. I don't care. I want you to open your minds and listen to what I have to say. Just open your minds. I used to do the Alzheimer marches for my mom. I used to think if I marched in a big crowd of people and held an Alzheimer's sign that they would find a cure. There's never going to be a cure for Alzheimer's, for dementia. There's never going to be a cure for cancer. There's never going to be a cure for HIV or AIDS. Why would they? Why would they? When we were children, Alzheimer's patients went into an insane asylum. They went into a nut house. They didn't have Alzheimer homes. They went into a crazy house where they put them in a straitjacket and let them scream and holler. My grandfather, who had Alzheimer's, was in one of those places. It was absolutely insane. In today's world, they have Alzheimer's centers. It's a business, people. Think of that. It's a business. Cancer. Oh my God. They have commercialized cancer now. They have cancer hospitals that are solely for cancer. So if they're building and making these things bigger and more powerful, they're never going to come out with a cure through Western meds. The only way is for you to do it yourself. So when you're raising money for these drives and these walks and these bicycle things and they do all this bullshit, think about the money you're raising. Where's the money going to? It's certainly not going to the people that need to learn how to eat the right way. That is called education and taking care of yourself. The money's not going there. The money's going in the wrong hands, okay? So you can disagree with me all you want. When AIDS came out in the 80s, and people used to knit and crochet blankets. What the fuck, people? Really? What the fuck? Let's crochet a blanket, put it on the ground. What the fuck is that going to do? Okay? Think about that. I get a little irate about this because are people stupid? Are people dumb? Is that what we needed? Blankets? Do we need to ride bicycles everywhere? Do we need to do the walks for AIDS? Walk for what? For awareness? Okay? There's all kinds of diseases in the world, but they're being commercialized. They're not going to be a cure. They have the AIDS foundations. I used to help out the AIDS Foundation myself when I was wrapped up into everything. But when you open your eyes and you look around and you see what's really happening, it's bullshit, people. The only way to do this is to take responsibility for your life. Fuck the walks. Fuck the awareness, okay? Be aware of yourself. Take responsibility. I can't say this enough. You don't need to go walk. You need to study and be careful what you put in your mouth. You can heal yourself to a point where you don't need this. I know it's a lot easier said than done. This is why I do these videos. Maybe I'm the voice for some of you that can't do it or don't know how to do it. I'm not telling you it's easy to be as bold as I am. It's not. But I have different desires, and I do these videos so my kids understand what I'm thinking in life and what my train of thought is. And I do these videos to help you guys, to truly help you guys open your minds and look what's going on out there. When you drive down the road and you see a cancer standalone hospital, that's not cool, in my opinion. Why isn't that money going into teaching us, the human beings of this world, how to eat properly? That's where it starts, and that's where it ends. There's no in between. Okay? Sorry for getting a little antsy there, but I'm passionate about this subject. I will always voice my opinion about this. Take care of yourself. Be happy. I am 99% of the time. Laughter is your best fucking medicine in the whole world. There's nothing better than laughter, okay? So have fun in your life. Peace, chill. Till next time, I love you guys. Bye-bye.